Hello there, welcome to a brand new Hobby Streak week. This week we start with day 2603. Things kind of went well last week. I kind of feel better. I had a little bit of a sort of downer time last week with mental health, but I'm back on track. I feel more refreshed and rejuvenated. Last week I finished off some Leagues of Votan, and I sort of ended last week by playing a weekly roleplay. We were meant to be playing 5th edition D&D. But we didn't get around to that. The person who ran it had an emergency, so I stepped in, bravely taking charge and running a game of Shadow Dark, a one-shot, which I'd come up with on the spot. I'm quite actually proud of myself for that, to be honest, because normally I let other people do the one-shots and things like that, but I stepped up to the game. This week, on the other hand, I'm going to continue with the Star Wars Shatterpoint Yub Nub. I can say starter set, but it's not a starter set. It's just a squad pack. Going to finish off these guys. I've noticed I actually glued these things, these ewoks, in the wrong place. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to sort of prise them off there and fix that. I'll give it a go after everything's painted. That way, you know, I can sort of clean up any mistakes. If they come off, I'll accidentally drop them. If they come off, they come off. So there's not much else I can do. It's been sort of quite a fun experience painting these guys. I don't know, I was just down on painting them last week. I just couldn't be bothered. But again, feel sort of slightly more rejuvenated and willing to go through with it. I think it's because I had to batch paint the Hearthkin Warriors last week as well. I hate batch painting. But I'm going to do it to myself again this week. You'll find out why a little bit later on. These guys are pretty interesting to paint. They're pretty much the same as the other ewoks, with a few less bells and whistles on. I got the rest of their covers done and their faces done, and I'm very happy with the way they've come out. Still need to work on R2 and C3PO, but they're going to be fairly quick compared to the ewoks. Hopefully I'll get more of the ewoks, or at least finish off the ewoks tomorrow. And then I can start putting together the Tomb World stuff. I'm going to be doing a kill team for Necron, and I'll get that up. And I also had a massive accident with one of these spears and had to re-glue that in place as well. Somewhat frustrating, but what do, you know? Today is day 2604, and I'm going to be doing a small bit of work on the Star Wars Shatterpoint Ewoks, as I'm a bit busy later on, and I've got to try and kind of like do this and sort stuff out for the thing that's happening later on at the same time. So naturally, it sort of took too much time to do the other thing, so I didn't have enough time to do this thing. I basically did a few small details on there, or at least got them prepped for tomorrow. I started painting the bones, the cloth around the start of the spear, and things like that. Unfortunately, though, I'm nowhere near as close to be finished as I want to be finished. And I've got to say, I really do like sort of the Loque miniature, but it is very difficult to pick out the things like the bones and sort of differentiate between sort of that and some of the feathers. I don't know if it's because the sculpting's not as good as it normally is, or not as sharp, or it's just sort of my old eyes that can't see them properly. But yeah, I did find that a little bit frustrating, to say the least. Rest of the things have been pretty enjoyable. As I said, didn't have much time as I wanted to, but never mind. Hopefully I'll get them finished tomorrow, but I'm using texture paint, so. Today's day 2605, and I'm going to be continuing with the ewoks. Obviously, it's basically picking up from yesterday, finish off details and things like that. These guys, they're fun, but they're not my favourites. I've definitely enjoyed painting sort of other stuff in the Star Wars Shatterpoint range. Atomic Mass do fantastic models. I always say that because they do. It's just, I don't know whether it's just because I don't like ewoks, or it is kind of like the slightly confusing detailing on there. They're not, like I said, they're not as sharp as they could be, but it is what it is. Very happy with the way they've come out. I've got them to the point where I've put some texture paint on the bases, and that'll be basically continuing with that, possibly in the evening, once that stuff is dry, just to sort of help get it out of the way, because tomorrow I want to start my next project. But before I start my next project, I've actually got to put them together. It's going to be the Necrons from the Kill Team Tomb World box. Love Necrons. Can't wait to paint these guys. They're going to be a lovely golden red. So in the evening, I broke out the Kill Team Tomb World box. Huge boxes. These boxes are absolutely massive. It's mostly filled with scenery. I was going with some necrons, some regular necrons. Didn't realise we actually had like NPCs in this. So I'm quite excited about that. Started putting the models together, and then after I did that and the glue had plenty of time to dry, I then went and sprayed them with some Retributor armour, because I'll be painting these guys just like I painted my other kill team. However, one broke, because of course it did, because I dropped it. Today's day 2607. Going to finish off the ewoks, the Yubnub. Is it Yubnub? I think it's Yubnub. Anyway, finish off these guys. It's just the bases to be done. I'm going to use some contrast paints to paint the wood, because I can't be bothered to sort of paint it by hand. Plus the fact I think it comes with a little bit nice sort of look to it when you're painting things like wood. After that, I then sort out the stones and any grass areas that needed to be painted, or any greenery, I should say, that needed to be painted, and then gave all the bases a quick dry brush. Then it was a matter of getting some glue down on the base, putting a little bit of static grass on there with my little foofa. I love my little foofa; it's so handy. And then super gluing the rest of the stuff to where I need to go, so they're all finished. I also added a little bit of leaf scatter as well once the static grass had mostly dried, because I didn't want to sort of mix up the grass and the leaf scatter too much. Very happy with the way they've come out. Guide is going up today as well, so I've got, as soon as I've finished recording the voiceover for this video, I then got to sort of edit and finish off the video for that, so I can get it up today. I then started the necrons, but of course one of them is broken. As I said, because I dropped it, so sort that out. Then I didn't really have much else to do. I gave them a good touch up, misses, and then washed them with some Reichland Flesh Shade. I still have half an hour left, but I don't have another project to start yet. The project that's coming after these guys is going to be the Phoenix. She's not stuck together, so I need to stick that together today, so that way I can jump back and forwards tomorrow if there's any washes that need to dry. However, happy with what's going on so far. Not much though. Today is day 2608. I don't have as much time as I normally would today. A few bits and bobs on my plate. I did kick things off this morning by first of all making the smart decision, actually ripping off the box so I can see the actual art, so I can make sure the colours match for the Phoenix. But I also sprayed her, I'm quite proud of that, I don't know why, I also sprayed her with some matte white spray as well, so we can get her underway and painted after I painted my necrons, which of course I'm going to continue with today, but I only have enough time really to actually dry brush the gold. Very excited about painting these guys. I really love the necrons. I've got a necron army, a small necron army. It's completely unpainted apart from a kill team, and now I'm painting the other kill team. Will I ever get around to painting the rest of the army? Probably not. I know I will. I will eventually at some point. Fingers crossed. I'm a little bit annoyed at myself though. After gluing the thing back on yesterday, I did break it off. So I've got to re-glue it, but I'm going to wait until the whole thing's painted, I think, this time, before I re-glue it back on. The gold is finished, and that bit's going to be gold anyway, so that's all that matters. And it was just dry brush, dry brush, dry brush, and that was it. That was all I did. That's all I managed to get away with today. A little bit annoying, but it is what it is. More tomorrow. Don't have much time to do tomorrow either, so I don't think I'm going to get these guys finished this week. Today is day 2609, and yeah, I didn't get much done today whatsoever. Bit disappointed with myself, but at the same time, it's a Saturday, and I'm going to chill today. I don't know why I'm using that voice. Yeah, it's just basically a chill day. I'm also working on my my roleplay, because I've got my sessions very soon. I need to get that finished. I can't really record any of that though, because I'm taking notes, and I have a couple of people who play the game watch my videos, and I don't want them to see what's coming, because some of it is going to be quite horrendous, and they probably will die. Haha. Today is Sunday, and it's 2610. Going to continue with the Necrons, the Necron kill team. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get as far as I wanted, mostly because of all the damn silver. There's quite a lot of silver to be done, and it's all in the nooks and crannies and things like that. but I'm happy with the results and the way it's coming out so far. Tomorrow is going to be a lot more speedier to get everything else done. Also, this guy has a tiny little dolphin on his base. If you look, I think it's a bit of masonry or something, but it just looks like a dolphin. Thought I'd bring that to your attention. Don't know why. I just caught my eye. Anyway, I carried on with the red and then added the red wash with the Carroburg Crimson. And yeah, that's just basically as far as I got. It took the whole 2 hours, which flew by, to be honest. I didn't expect. I was like, well, I got plenty of time, and then I looked at it and I was like, oh no, maybe don't. Is what it is, though. I guess I'm over my little mental health lump, and yeah, that's just how it goes. Basically, at the end of the day, sometimes with mental health. It's been a lot of fun painting these guys. I really can't wait to actually get these guys finished. Hopefully I'll get them done by Tuesday for their paint guide. If not, I'm just going to do one paint guide this week and put it up on, or next week I should say, and put it up on the Wednesday. After this, I'm going to be painting Phoenix for Marvel Crisis Protocol. I'm super excited about. Not much done this week. Finished off the Ewoks. Again, they took lots of time because they're so detailed. And again, I just keep finding myself with not much time to actually do as much painting as I like. It's like time is just zooming along of late, which I guess is both a good thing and a bad thing, so that means I'm enjoying myself. Speaking of which, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more, give the channel a subscribe, the video a like, and well, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks again so much. Tune in next week and you can see how these necrons get finished and all that good stuff. Thanks again. And goodbye for now. That's officially 12 o'clock.